Kia ora and warm greetings from New Zealand. I am Mena Antonio, the Chief Executive of Caritas Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm sorry I can't be there today to be with you all, but certainly am feeling very delighted to be able to at least showcase some of the work that we're doing in terms of women in leadership for a just society. And hopefully you can get some insight into how we are strengthening, building capacity and really supporting women and children in our region. Caritas Oceania, we are highly diverse members, so our members include Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Tonga, Australia, of course New Zealand, and CPAC. Now CPAC is Caritas Pacific Highlands. So together we work on development, emergency response, climate change and peace building. I will highlight the activities that we're doing in the Pacific. And in Fiji, especially in the rural and often remote parts of Fiji, young women with limited formal schooling typically have very few options available to them if they remain in their village setting. While some may find low-grade work in tourist resorts, this work is often casual and is at the mercy of tourist numbers and ultimately erodes the viability and place of the rural village as an important social unit in Indigenous Fijian society. In addition, frequent intense weather events exacerbated by changing climate change and low-value food imports have impacted on the ability for rural women to produce traditional healthy food options for themselves and their families. As a counter to the limited options available to these young rural women and a gradual decline in long-term health, Tutu Rural Training Centre on Fiji's Tapauni Island works to develop rural Fijian women into rural leaders through business, financial and livelihoods planning, and connecting them with networks and opportunities, enabling them to lead lives of dignity and fullness while remaining in their customary rural settings. With the core DNA of assisting rural Fijians to make the best use of customary village land, a key to the Women's Empowerment Program at Tutu is the teaching and mentoring on nutritional, climate, resilient food security activities and approaches rooted in the Fijian concept of vanua. These women use their land and village to grow climate resilient, nutritional foods and handicraft skills, which they later sell to the market. It helps to bolster their livelihoods. Enterprising, production and leadership skills are required in order to be able to change their lives. They seek opportunities and develop independence through business. And the key to success here is about accompanying and mentoring these young women years beyond their training that they are given at Tutu Rural Training Centre in Fiji. What's also really important is that the stories of women are the stories of humanity, and we really want to highlight that in terms of developing our own storytelling narratives and ensuring the voice of the Indigenous is highlighted and is at forefront of all of these forums, including platforms like this. Just coming out as well, so when we look across the region and we look at our Caritas network itself, and as I said, there are 7 countries that are in our Caritas Oceania region. Now 4 of the directors of those 7 countries are women. Women in our region and in our network have been able to make some really significant inroads into leadership in Caritas, which has resulted in 4 directors of 4 countries out of 7 in our region. So that is quite a significant difference in terms of how we compare with our other regions in our network of 165 agencies around the world. I do want to read to you, finish off with a prayer that was written and included in a book called Awhimei Awhi Atu, which is a woman in creation care. And this woman called Mena Paita, and she has been actively involved in the work here in New Zealand for Caritas. And this is her prayer, or karakia as we call it in New Zealand. Dear Lord, clear the weeds and clutter and lift me up. Dissolve the shame and the chains and set me free. Overcome my weakness and give me strength. Wake me up so I stand strong with you. Amen. Kia ora.